What's up, everybody? Magic with the Racing Dudes here for a solo Dudes Who Bet Daily. Thanks for joining me. Hope you just tuned into Blinkers Off not that long ago. They started early today because Jared and Aaron are currently on their way to Keeneland for the weekend. That's right, Keeneland opening weekend. Racing Dudes will be in the house. If you haven't yet, go to racingnews.com. Check out I always want to say Inside Track. It's not the Inside Track anymore. It hasn't been for over a year. The Bluegrass Stakes Betting Bible. I know that they're putting the finishing touches on that, and it will be fully available to download. Should be later tonight. So make sure you check that out over at racingnews.com. Remember, if you're a premium host or a premium product subscriber, I should say, you do get any of the Bibles that we put out. They come to you as part of your subscription. So go check that out. Cool thing that's happening right now, if you are a premium product subscriber, which starts at just $70, and that gets you every race, every track, every day across the country for an entire month, for that month-long subscription, if you started today, Thursday, April 4th, you are going to get the Bluegrass Stakes Bible. You're going to get the Kentucky Derby Bible as well. Each of those is going to cost together more than what the monthly subscription is. So if you're thinking about getting the Bluegrass Stakes Bible, if you're like, I'm definitely getting the Kentucky Derby Bible, become a monthly subscriber. You're going to get so much more value for it for $70 than you were if you to buy the Bible. But hey, if you want to buy the two Bibles separately, that's more money for us. So it's up to you what you want to do that. But thank you again for joining me. I can see that good friend Michael Olsen in the chat. Got a few people watching. It's going to be a short show because, again, it's just me, and you don't want to hear me talk about sports and horse racing for an entire half hour. Right. So let's get to it. Best bets. I'm going to put them up on the screen right now so you don't have to worry too much about it. Aaron, we're going to go to him first. He's going to Gulfstream Park, race 2, number 1, 30-pound test. And this is the horse making his second start of his career. First time out came March 1st, so a little over a month ago for Saffie Joseph Jr. Got Tyler Gaffalione aboard, 7-2 in a field of 8 for the debut. So you knew that there was some talk about this horse being pretty good. He's a Florida bred. By the way, these are maidens that are either Florida bred, or if they're not Florida bred, they're in for a claiming price of $50,000. So should be it's easier than your normal maiden special weight field. Also, keep in mind, Florida Derby weekend signals the end of the championship meet. Once Florida Derby weekend passes, which was last weekend, all the big barns, all the big horses, they move. Most of them are at Keeneland right now, right? So your competition level now drops a little bit. You also see that the horses in that debut was third, was 2 lengths off, and then rallied, just missed winning by a nose and a neck to a couple of decent horses in Celtic Pride and Arrogancy. He looked a little green in the stretch there, but it was his debut, right? You're willing to be forgiving of the effort that he put in there. So Aaron going with the number 1 30-pound test, Saffie Joseph Jr., his top jockey in Florida year-round, Edgar Zayas, takes the mount here. I don't see a world in which this horse really loses. I think the 3 Etendre, last race, he was in the 30-pound test race. He didn't break all that well and didn't get to the lead. I think he's going to get the lead here. But again, we've seen this horse in multiple starts now not be able to complete the deal. So I love Aaron's pick here of the number 1 30-pound test, race 2 at Gulfstream Park. I'm going to head all the way out to Phoenix, Arizona for Turf Paradise, race 3 on the card. This is the Arizona Stallion Stakes for 3-year-olds going 6 furlongs on the dirt. The number 4, You Can Do You, is going to be my top pick here. If you watch either of his 2 previous races at Turfway Park, both stakes races against Arizona breds or horses with Arizona registered stallions, just absolutely dominated them. Basically won gate to wire on the front end in both of those races. Last time out, 2 1/4 length victory. It was a slightly harder race than what he'd been in the one previous. So I think this horse is all systems go. Kevin Uncleberry, the trainer, Glenn Corbett, the jockey, they're winning at a 36% rate. So You Can Do You, race 3, number 4 over at Turf Paradise is going to be mine. Now, if you want to play college basketball, Final Four is this weekend. The women's championship game is coming up. Go Caitlin Clark. Love to see her end her college career on a high note. Papa Dude is going with the NIT championship game. And if you missed Dudes Who Bet Sports last night, I know they talked about this game a lot. Indiana State versus Seton Hall Pirates. Now, Papa Dude said he got -2.5 on Indiana State earlier this morning. It's now 3.5. So the line already moving Papa Dude ahead of that. So that's a great thing to see. Indiana State, if you weren't paying attention to the college basketball ranking system and the decisions to not include Indiana State despite their 32-6 record and instead include a team like Virginia, who was first 4-1 and done. A lot of people were very upset, and understandably so. They thought Indiana State deserved to be in there, and after seeing what happened with the Virginia Cavaliers, you kind of understand why they were upset about it. But doesn't matter. We're here to make some money betting Indiana State. And from Papa Dude, he said it's virtually a home game for the Indiana State Sycamores. I like them to finish the season in style. They should have made the tournament. See, he even mentioned it here in his notes to me. Indiana State, the Sycamores, I'm with him on this one. I really love, if you haven't watched them, Robbie Avila. The dude's got like the old school, I call them the Horace Grant goggles, that just the giant, it looks like a 6-year-old is going swimming kind of goggles. Like, it's a look, but the guy looks really great when he's playing basketball. Also, he's got a lot of great ink on his arm. You don't see that from too many white guys playing basketball. So Robbie Avila for Indiana State, watch him cook for the Sycamores. So he's going to go Indiana State. Phil Pedlo, good to see you, Pedlo. Indiana State would have been in if Larry Bird was still there. You're not wrong. You're not wrong, Pedlo. By the way, if you're watching this and you're not a part of the Racing Dudes Discord, you absolutely should be. We have all sorts of channels for betting. If you want to bet horses, we have track by track channel. If you want to bet sports, we have channels for every single sport that you can bet on. Pedlo is one of the guys that loves to bet NHL picks, and he loves to do first period overs, first period totals, that sort of thing for hockey games. Pedlo went 2-0 last night, and he is on fire, giving it out in the Racing Dudes Discord. So again, if you're not a part of the Racing Dudes Discord, if you're watching live, I'll go ahead and get an invite link for you. It doesn't stay active for forever, but I will go ahead and get you a link here so that you can try and join us, because we would love to have you come in. We would love to see you if I can figure out. So this is why we have Shadi as our, I call her the interim. This is why Shadi's in charge of the Discord, because she knows a lot better than I do how to do this. We'll see if I can figure it out, and I'll vamp. Again, this is a fun case of me. There it is. I found it, of me trying to do this on my own. So here we go. I'll put it in the link in the chat here, and then I'll put it up here on screen as well. So that is the Discord link. I'm not sure how long it stays active. It's not super long, but come on over. Would love to have you there. Even if you don't want to talk about anything, if you don't think you're great, but it's just a fun community. Everybody who's in the live chat, everybody who's on the Racing Dudes team, we're all in there. We have a lot of fun. We give each other a lot of crap, but we also support each other, like what happens with Pedlo when he's betting hockey. So join us over there for that. We'll wrap things up here. I'll go over them one more time. Aaron, for his best bet today, Gulfstream Park Race 2, number 1, 30-pound test. I am going Turf Paradise Race 3, number 4. You can do you. Papa Dude takes Indiana State Sycamores to win the NIT championship, -2.5. Again, that line now is -3.5. I think he still also likes that as well. But he was lucky. He got in before the line moved. He got him at 2.5. The overall record, well, it's Thursday, so we start with a new record. This is the first show of April. We'll see if we can have another month like January when we were just smoking and out there. Year-to-date total, we are up $733 for the year. That means if you played every single bet for the same units from January 1st or whenever the first show was of 2024 up until today, you would be up $733. Let's see if we can keep the momentum going. Thank you so much for joining me. Again, Racing Dudes team, Aaron and Jared are they're headed over to Keeneland, Lexington for this weekend's opening weekend meet. It's going to be very exciting. The Bluegrass Stakes Betting Bible, you can get the preview. You can pre-order it now at racingdudes.com. It should be out either later tonight, Thursday, or early Friday morning. I know the guys are hard at work. The Louisiana Derby Betting Bible, record profit for what Jared was able to put together that day. And I know the guys are very excited for Keeneland. I'm excited. Hope you're excited. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll be back solo again tomorrow, Friday, because Papa Dude, he's still a working man. He's got to be out there subbing, teaching the kids, the youths of America, why computers are horrible. So he'll be joining me on Saturday. I'll be back for another solo show tomorrow. Thanks for everybody who joined me. Again, make sure you join the Discord if you haven't yet. Love to see you over there. And until tomorrow, good luck with all your bets.